All right. We are live. Where's my
Let's
where's my
go.
where's my window? There we go.
Yeah,
Okay. Everything should be running. No bugs, no crashes, anything.
everything's good on my side.
Same thing. So hello to everyone who's joining
Hello.
this session. Hello to everyone who's joining. If you just joined the live, let us know with a little message in the comments. Say hello in the comments and let us know where you are in so that we can know where are the people who are watching us. We're gonna start in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, it usually takes say 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, people are saying hello.
Hello,
Amazing.
Antonio.
Hello, boss. Welcome. Okay, can you hear us well? Let us know in the comments if you can hear us well. That would be amazing. Go. Oh wow, we have a user from Pacific Northwest.
All
Hello
right,
to you. Welcome. We have people from Montreal. Welcome.
it's amazing.
Amazing. Okay. We're gonna give you 2 or 3 minutes, just like us. Grab yourself a little cup of tea, coffee, whatever you like, and in 3 minutes, we're gonna discover someone Eagle Sky.
Yeah, that's me.
It's gonna be great. Okay, I'm checking that everything is running. So we currently broadcasting on LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. So quite a good stuff. Technology is amazing these days.
Yeah, can do
Technology is
crazy
amazing.
stuff.
Yeah. And maybe we'll tell people about our debut.
Yeah,
Something we
yeah, for sure.
that would be insane. Hello everyone, welcome to the session. This is a live podcast. It's not a recording, so you can interact with us. You can interact with our guest. Let us know down below that you're here. Say hello and let us know where you're from, where you're based, and if you have any questions for our guest, write them down in the comments, and I'll share the questions with him so we can have this cool conversation. As you know, the format: life is too short not to share information. Um, cool. Let's give it one more minute, and then we'll start. Right?
Yeah,
Boom. Okay. Everything seems to be running everywhere.
yeah.
Running great. Okay, so you guys know the ritual. I switch my glasses. Let's go.
Yes.
Hey, Jeremy, how's it going?
Amazing. What about you?
I'm doing great. So, first thing, highlight your outfit. I
Yeah,
find it amazing. You
thanks.
clearly have like a really cool artistic direction. Can you tell us a little bit more about the outfit?
Yeah, so it's like, a kimono, a Japanese, kimono, because, around my branding, my universe, the things I like, I really love manga and Japanese RPG, so Japanese game. And I was like, well, I love it. It's my brand. I love the way they dress themselves. Why not put a little bit of this style on my style? And it gave that, and I kind of like it.
I love it. You know what? The first time I saw you with the outfit, I immediately thought about the manga Bleach
Mm,
and the sensei Kurahara.
yeah.
You know, the one has like the hat
Yes.
and he has like this green kimono. It's like the mentor of the team and everything. And when I sort of looked at you, I was like, it looks like a sensei, a Japanese sensei.
It's amazing because that's quite what I am. Like, not Japanese, but sensei.
I love it.
Thanks.
So that brings me to my first question. Who is Eagle Sky? Can you present us to and you present yourself to the public and for those who have never heard about you before?
All right. So Eagle Sky is, before everything else, someone who is passionate about, adventure. I really love the fact of discovering new things. And since the beginning of, should I say, my life, I always was someone that wanted to do different things. Like, but the one thing that always stayed like regular, it was that I wanted to impact people and I wanted to be free of my choices. So today, all the things that I am are linked by these two things, being free and impacting people. Today, I'm an artist, like rap music, dance. I had a brand, like clothes brand. I'm a father of three children. I'm a I'm a husband. I'm a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm all these things, but above all, I'm someone who wants to be a hero and helping other people becoming their own hero, because nothing is more exciting and cool than adventure. You know, I think that's it.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, you have multiple faces,
Yeah.
but I think, and let me know what you think about this. I think this is one of the big problem in today's society. We expect people to be good at only one thing and focus on the only one thing. And I,
Yeah.
I love this sentence. Specialization is for insects.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are
Amazing.
humans, right? What do you think about it?
I think that people um, don't really know what they should do, so they do a lot of things. And this kind of people, as there are a lot of them, kind of put a bad example for generalists. People think that generalist people are some people that don't know what they want to do, so they try a lot of things, the shiny objects and all this stuff. But that's not
Hmm.
real. Some people are like that, but for some other people, they're just passionate by many things and they need to express their potential, their creativity, their bravery, that all these things by different ways. The thing is that I think that you should be able to focus on one thing at a time. You can do multiple things, all right? But you can do multiple things at the same time. And when I say same time, it's not like in the same week, but it's at the same moment. You can be like thinking about your artistic career and how you're gonna close more clients on your business and what you're gonna cook tonight for your children. Like it's not productive. It's you have
Yeah.
to think, all right, first time, first thing, I'm gonna focus on my business. All right, like first period of the day, like morning, I don't know, whatever. After break, after my first meal, I'm gonna think about my artistic career, for example, whatever you have another project or something like that. And before sleeping or something like that, I'm gonna do something else. But you can't do everything at the same time. It's gonna be messy most of the time.
Yeah, it's like a juggling. Like
Yeah,
you, it's like multiple balls at the same time. You can have multiple color balls, but you just throw one in the air out of the time. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
One
got it.
thing by
No,
one thing, but a lot of things can be done this way.
yeah, yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. So you have you have all these lives. I want to call them lives because like
Yeah.
being a rapper, being an artist, being a fashion designer, for me it seems like completely different lives.
Sure.
When did all of this started?
Well, um, the easy answer, the short answer is
Now you can
during
give us the long
college.
answer.
in the university. But the real answer is since childhood. The thing is that I don't want like boohoo or something like this, but I had a difficult childhood, like violence at home and all these things. So I needed a way to like go away, but as a child you can't go away from the place you're living.
Yeah, it's hard to escape reality.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you have to find other ways to like go away, go to other places. And the
Mm.
best way to do this for me was to create. So the first thing I did was writing poems, writing stories, and all these things. And I was really lucky because I met my best friend like when I was 4, and he was like me, not really a good like climate at home. Some things were kind of hard and all this thing. So we were doing what we called movies. Movies were like what? I'm Son Goku, all right, is Vegeta, and
Dragon Ball.
yeah, and we're thinking about what could happen after the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So we have children, we have these things, and we're fighting new villains and all this stuff. Allow us to keep moving forward without doing bad stuff, because I grew up in like bad neighborhood.
Mm.
So this was the first step. Then when I was a teenager, we fell in love with music and dance, and it was a way to express ourselves like more deeply and more like adults, like should we say, not making movies like yeah 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 like Kamehameha. When you're 16 years old, you can do that the same way that when you were 8 years old. And we did that. We created a manga and all these things, but neither of us knew how to draw, so we never published it. And this was the creative things that started all the story. And after that, when I was in college, I was like a pro dancer. I had my crew, my team, and all these things, and I wanted us to be like easy to recognize.
Mm.
So I was like, let's make a close brand so people can know that it's us.
Yeah.
And they were like so excited about it, but no one wanted to put money on it. So I put money on it myself. And that's when I
Mm.
started my entrepreneurial journey. I tried this. Then I did a lot of things around artistic things.
Mm.
And I fell in love again, second time, about like helping people out when I tested it during one of my business adventures. So that's the medium story, not the long, 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 and not the short, 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 but you can see where I'm coming from.
No, that's perfect. I love it. I want to do like a quick ad. It's like the YouTube that you cannot skip, and say hello to everyone who's joining, because we are more and more people joining LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. So welcome to this live podcast. Again, I want to say this is live. This is not recorded. So you can ask your questions. You can comment, ask anything you want to Sensei Eagle Sky. We are discovering his story. How did he unlock his superpowers? Um, and now I would like to jump into a bit more, into the specificities of what you've built and how all that past experience sort of shaped yourself. So you've built multiple activities, the music, the fashion. What did you learn from these things?
Oh, I learned a lot of things. One of the things, one of the biggest lesson I learned was the importance to surround yourself with good people. All right,
Mm.
because in all these adventures, one thing stayed constant: when I was surrounded by people that wanted my growth, I grew. And when I was surrounded by people that wanted to, you know, do nothing, chill, not growing, I was staying at the same place. And the biggest lesson of all this adventure is you have to surround yourself with good people.
Mm,
You don't need to be anxious about being the last of the room, being the dumbest person of the room, the weakest person of the room. Because when you're not the best, when you're the weakest, it means that you got a lot of steps to climb to catch people. And so you have to evolve when you're the
yeah,
best. And no one wants to keep moving forward, but you have to like stay at the same place because no one is pulling you up. No one is getting you out of your comfort zone because your comfort zone is like so powerful for people around you that it keeps you at the same place. And that the biggest like biggest thing that can slow you down in your journey, for real.
absolutely, absolutely. And it's interesting that you mentioned all of these lessons because things I learned with mangas and video games.
Yeah, yeah,
Is it the
true.
same? Is it the same for you too?
Yeah, yeah, for real. I mean, most of the things of the, the principles that I have today, I got it from mangas and video games.
Yeah,
And what people keep forgetting is that it's not uh, things for child. It's not like, yeah, you're a child. There are real people that are writing video games
adults,
scenarios.
adults. Yeah,
They are adults with real life experience.
yeah,
So when they put their wisdom in a way that's easy to understand, it's exactly the same principle as learning by enjoying yourself.
yeah, yeah. Fully agree, 100%. And what we tend to forget is nature has designed games for every living creature to learn. If you
Yeah,
look at the wild animals, like the lions or the bears, they play with their babies to teach them how to hunt, how to eat, how to move. That's how nature shares knowledge. It's through games. And we seems to be really evolved creatures because we have computers now, but we still animals. We still behave like animals most of the things. So these rules that nature has designed still apply with us. Still,
true.
and I think it's really important that we don't lose that aspect. And I'm always amazed. Like when I was way younger, I remember the first time Pokemon was released. The first time Pokemon was released, they had 150 different animals.
Yeah,
And I remember my nieces and nephews, they were between 6 and 10. And in less than like what, 2 weeks, they could remember all the 157 animals.
yeah,
Like they knew their names, they could recognize their pictures and everything. So when you think about it, you're like, wait, you learn 150 words and 150 different images, and you were able to connect that in just 2 weeks. I
yeah.
challenge anyone in 2 weeks to learn 150 words of any foreign language.
True, true. That's true. Most of the time, you can see it. Like when people are learning by without knowing that they're learning, like by playing, by doing things that are fun, they can remember it more easily because the fact of learning puts like a kind of stress on people, because most of the time when you have to learn something, it means that you're gonna be tested on this thing, and this stress um, is not a good way of learning. So when you can learn like with games, with fun things, with all these things, it's the best way to learn. And I have a baby child, like really like a few months old, almost 9 months old. We play with babies to teach them things.
Yeah.
It's only when they're going like to like like the 5 6 and they're going to like I think it's first grade or middle school. I don't know how it is in United States, but when they go to like real school, I said it like this: we don't play with them anymore because they got homeworks, they got this, they got tests, they can repass a year, they can do. So we don't play anymore. Everything's
Yeah.
getting serious, and it's like this until you're like you're like old, or
Yeah.
you take your life in your own hands.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. And there was a there was a study that was released quite a while ago, and it's reappearing.
Yeah,
Now it's about surgeons. They know that surgeons who play video games are have a better execution. They have less error in their operations. They perform better. Surgeons
that sounds
play
amazing.
who
Sounds
plays
crazy.
perform better. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's insane.
yeah,
That's insane.
that's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pause again, say
Yeah.
hello everyone, because we have a couple of newcomers. Man, more and more people are joining the live. That's insane. It's like it's insane. The
Hello,
numbers are
everyone.
right, but hello everyone who's joining the live. So let me say that again. This is a live cast. That's not a recording. So you can send us a little comment, say hello in the chat, tell us where you are, if you're enjoying it, and if you have any questions for Sensei Eagle Sky today, write those questions in the comments in the chat so that we can answer those questions to you. So welcome everyone to this live session. I really appreciate. We discovered the origin story of Sensei Eagle Sky, and now I want to jump into the sort of third part of this conversation. I want to know a bit more how you moved from all of these learnings and the experience and how you sort of use that to create what you're doing right now.
Okay. Well, to be honest, like let me start with the thing, the less sexy thing of everything. I failed a lot of times, like crazy, crazy, crazy a lot of times. I failed like tens of times, like no shit, no pinky rainbow, no unicorns, no. Oh, it was easy. It was hard as I'll simple
Hell.
it. But the thing is, uh, I I started by working like 70 hours a week. All right. I was working like crazy. We were talking about it at the beginning. I was doing like 6 things at the same time, and I didn't have any organization. I was a student, like in law school. I was a pro dancer, a pro rapper. I had a brand cloth. I had a label, like music label, and
Music label. Yeah.
I have a communication agency. So I was doing a lot of things. That was crazy. I remember a week I spent like 5 hours sleeping the whole week, like not by day, the whole week. That was stupid as fuck. But sorry for that. That was really. But the thing is that taught me that harmony is really important. But because at this time I was making like 10K a month. All right. I was making a lot of money for some people, but I wasn't happy at all.
Mm.
Not at all. I didn't have any relationship. I didn't have any friends anymore. I didn't see my family. I didn't have time for myself. So I just had a lot of money. And you know what? Most of it went on investment and on Uber Eats. Like real talk. Because I was crazy alone. And when you're alone, where you gonna spend your money? You just throw it out the window. You don't have any fun experience to do.
Yeah.
So when I understood that, I was like, all right, I need to do it differently.
Hmm.
To think about it. And I remember games. When I had games, I was like, all right, so I'm gonna spend I need to spend this amount of time to get to this level. When I get to this level, I got to beat this boss. When I get with this boss, I got to the new quest and all these things. And I was like, life is kind of like a game. You can't spend all your stamina on something and hoping to get to the next level. So I was like, I need to find a way to be happy, get money, get time, and get everything I needed. And that's all I started to think about how to be really effective. And
Hmm.
when I created IFE, so in French, it's like uh, action intelligente à forte intensité. In English, it will be like intelligent action at high intensity, right? So the thing is like really simple. Do what counts the most
Hmm.
when you are the most effective. Because most of you, I think, know about the 80-20 principle.
Pareto. Yeah.
Right? The thing is that Pareto is missing for me an essential point. When are you the most effective during your day? When do you have the most energy? Most people don't know about their energy. That's why I learned about when I am the most effective, when I am tired, when the chronotype, as we say. And
Hmm.
when you put that with efficiency and that you work on your limiting beliefs,
Hmm.
like you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
And that's how I created all these things. And I put the gamification and all these things because I love that, because it makes it easier to learn, to do all these things. But mostly the the essence of all these things is you need to work smarter, not harder. And for that, you need to know what you have to do, when you have to do it to be the most effective, and who you have to become to be able to put this action in place.
So much wisdom. So much wisdom. I fully agree with you. The time constraint is often forgotten. Uh, you take a professional boxer. He could be like the best fighter, the best boxer ever. Put that person in a ring at 4 in the morning. He's probably not going to perform best, right?
True.
It's this. It's doing his genius, but at the wrong time, and so he doesn't get the best results. And so we tend to forget. We tend to, yeah. I'm personally, I'm super creative at night, and that's my thing. And I know creative stuff will come at night, and I leverage that time to do exactly this kind of work.
That's the best way to do things, like for real. And for all the people that are listening, watching, and all these things, uh, the first thing you need to do to like be more effective is to learn about yourself. Most people run after like the best act to do this, the best method, the best, yeah, but know yourself first. Because if you don't know yourself, if you don't know when you can be good, if you don't know your principles, if you don't know all these things, you will try a lot of things. You will fail. You will think that it's because of the method, or because of the act, but most of the time it's because you lack the foundation. Because even a bad method can work for someone with good foundations.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, 100% agree. Um, I want to say hello again because we're getting more and more people joining in. It's a nonstop joining. So welcome everyone. This is a live podcast. This is not a recording. So feel free to say hello. Let us know in the comments. Say hello where you are. If you have any questions with our guest, and also if you like what you're hearing about, do you like this type of content so that we can make more?
Yeah.
Said, yeah, we have people telling us they are creative at night as well. Ornila, thanks for sharing that with us.
We are you are night old.
Exactly,
That's
night
amazing.
owls.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely. If you have for Eagle Sky, let us know in the comments down below so that we can share your questions uh, with him. If you're not comfortable being displayed in the live, just let me know in the comments. Write your question. I will just pass it on anonymously. That's fine as well. We really want you to learn as much during those lives so you can get back home with actionable knowledge and tips. Let's get back to the conversation. So,
Do this.
yeah. So now I want to jump into, I would say, a sensitive topic.
Okay.
And because a lot of people sort of have a problem with that, have a fear with that. And it's the idea of I'm a coach or I'm an expert in my field. So I should not have a coach above me.
All right. All right. All right. So first thing I want to know on the comments, like all these things. Tell me, if you have a coach, if you already had a coach, if you don't
Yeah.
want a coach, what's your relationship with coaching?
Yeah. Very good
First
question.
thing. Uh, and then I will ask you a second thing. Would you ask a sportsman, a sports people, like a professional, not to have a coach? Could you imagine someone like LeBron James, someone like Michael Jordan, like all these people succeeding at this level without a coach? Most of the time, the answer is no. The thing is that a coach is not someone that is supposed to be better than you at what you do. A coach is someone that can enable your potential to become the best version of yourself. The coach of LeBron James wasn't better than LeBron James at basket, not even in dream. That's not even possible. But he knew how to leverage the good words, the good exercises, the good vision, the good all these things to help people, to help LeBron James and all people that he coached to become their best self. So when you're a coach and that you want to impact people to higher level, you have to ask yourself, am I able as a person? I am the person. How can I say that? You have to ask yourself if you're able at your level, actual level, to help people the way you want to help them.
Mm.
If you're not, you have to better yourself. And to better yourself, you can read, but it's gonna be long. You can get information, like, but you know how it is with formation and all these things. It's a lot of theory and a little bit of practice, so it's not really that good. Or you can simply have a coach that show you the way. As Onela said, a coach is a leader, so he shows you the way and he helps you traveling around this way. And for me, when you think that you're a coach and that you don't need a coach, I just want to ask you why people will need you if you don't need anyone.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, I don't have one. He's already here, but that's really it. And I'd say it's the same thing for all the activities. Some people hate to be like, you know, sell something. They don't like when people come to them. Yeah, do you need this? Do you need that? I can help you. I can help that. Some people are doing it very badly. I must admit,
Hmm.
but they don't want people to sell them something, but they want to sell things. So you don't need anything, but everyone needs you. That that's not possible. If you want to help people, you have to accept that maybe you need to be helped yourself.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, there are so many different aspects in life that it's just statistically impossible to be an expert in everything.
Yeah.
Some people are extremely good at business, extremely good at sport, but they're bad at parenting, or they're bad at friendship, or they're bad at, I don't know, picking the right clothes or whatever. So that's this nature. I love what you said earlier about uh playing games, and you were a big RPG fan. I always
Yeah.
example, life is like an RPG. That's probably why we love RPG so much. RPG is role playing games. So it's a game where you select your character. You can be like a magician, a knight, a healer, whatever. And when you create your character, they give you 100 points. You have to distribute those 100 points between strength, intelligence, health, stamina, and all these things. But you have 100 points, and with the 100 points, you can probably complete only one thing. You can be 100% in intelligence, but then everything else is 25%. Or you could be 30% or 40% in everything, but then you're not 100% anywhere. And life is exactly the same thing. Our brain cannot optimize its neural system to be the best at everything, right? And so where you're not the best, this is a great opportunity to have people help you sort of elevate your game a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, clearly. And it's the same thing, to have a coach, like to elevate yourself and to externalize the things. It's like maybe you don't want a coach because you don't want to become better at the thing. I think about prospecting, for example. Some people don't want to be better at prospecting, they just want the prospection to be made. All right, but you need to
Mm,
externalize. That's simple. You can't hope to get things if you don't learn or externalize or being coached all these things. So really, you you must accept that you won't be the best at everything. You just need to be exceptionally good at something, not the best, just exceptionally good at something, and being able to talk about it so people know that you're really good about it and that you can help them for all the other things that are weak points or points to enhance. You can become better at it even if you're like already kind of good.
yeah.
Take the shortcut. Take a coach, externalize, do some things that's gonna get your adventure to a next level more easily.
Mm, yeah. No, I fully agree. One thing that I like to do, I think it's a form of coaching, is when I travel in a country I've never been to or a city I've never been to. Comes from my childhood in African origin. I like stories. I like being told stories. So when I travel to a new country or new city, what I like to have is a guide,
Yeah,
but not the guide that is just going to tell me, oh, this is a building, this is a restaurant. No, no, no. A guide that is going to tell me the story of the cities and the story of the country and things that I wouldn't naturally find or easily find. And so with just a couple of hours, I can learn so many things about a place I knew nothing about, that if I had to do it myself, it would have taken me, I don't know, 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks of preparation. And I would be like reading books as I'm walking in the street trying to understand the thing. But with a guide, it's like a walk in the park. So it takes you to where you want to go faster, but
sure.
also in better condition, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like It's easier because you human people, most of the people are indecisive. Like they don't know if they should take action before they're sure of the results. Most
Mm,
people have a problem with the fact of getting to action. When you have a coach, when you have a guide, when you have a mentor, when you have whatever you want to call it, it's easier because someone will be there to get you up if you fall. Someone will be there to tell you that it wasn't good and how to
yeah.
make it better. Everything is easier when you have someone on your side that can help you. And for some people, I'm a coach, but I'll tell you this: for some people, you don't need coach. You just need better people around you. That's just it. Sometimes you need a coach, and sometimes you just need to surround yourself with better people. That's
Yeah.
the first step. It's free. Really, it's free.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend any money to surround yourself with better people. But
Yeah.
that's one of the best things you can do for yourself. And after that, you can think about getting coaching and all this thing if you want to go even further. That's the truth. I won't tell you coaching is the solution for
Yeah.
everything because if you got a bad surrounding, the first thing I'll tell you in coaching, if you're not evolving, is what about people around you? Are they good? Are they not? What's going on? What are your limiting beliefs coming from yourself or from the people that surrounding yourself? If it's the people, you need to change them. Sometimes it's hard, but so do that for yourself now.
100%. 100%. The environment is everything. I always, so a lot of people tell me, hey, why are we not succeeding in creating this startup and blah, blah, blah. And I always like to use this example. Vanilla, French vanilla, and bourbon vanilla only grow in two places in the world: Mexico and Madagascar. Those two places. If you want to grow vanilla, French vanilla naturally anywhere in the world, it's not possible because the plant needs a very specific environment to grow. And it's the same thing for people. I used to work for big tech companies, and we had this crazy product where we would select a team from, let's say, like a big bank or a big insurance. We would take the entire team, we would move them out of the bank audience, and we would put them like in a very specially designed open space far from the company. And that same team started to get crazy results.
Yeah.
And the only thing that changed was that the environment with different people who they can sort of be irradiated from. And then when they became more productive, they enjoyed working more. They were more creative in these kind of things, and it was the same people. We just created a different environment.
Yeah.
So I 100% align with what you're saying. And so I want to rebound to that because I think this is a mistake that a lot of people are doing. However, they don't necessarily have the right matrix, the right to-do list, how to spot what is the wrong coach, how to spot a coach that is not good for you. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, are getting brainwashed with, I'll just go with this guy because he has ads everywhere, or he's the guy because he has the biggest number of followers. How can you weed out the wrong coaches?
Okay. That's a good question because there are a lot of bad ones, for real. Some of them have been weeded out, but there are still a lot of them. The first thing is like every transaction, like every professional, the first thing is if it tries to push the sell, it's not good for you. Some of them will tell you, no, but if you want to grow yourself, you need to do this right now. Uh, yeah, but no, because um, a good coach is someone who is listening and asking questions. A bad coach is someone who is talking a lot and making a lot of suggestions. First thing. The second thing is the crazy, the crazy promises. Like, you will get to 10K in 3 months. You will get a happy marriage in 2 weeks. That's good marketing. Like, I love, I love you. Like, American people, I love you for that. You best in
And
marketing.
marketing. Yeah.
But the thing is that most of the time, this good marketing is kind of bullshit, because you can't promise something when you don't know the initial situation. That you can tell that. Imagine, like, think about if the marriage is broken because there have been cheating, violence at home, and all these things. It's not the same thing as if there is just no communication anymore. So it
Hmm.
can take the same time to, repair these two things. And it's the same thing. 10K. If I'm at 5K, I can go to 10K. But if I'm at zero, you're gonna get me to 10K in 3 months? I don't know anything about it. So crazy promises like that.
I
Kind
want to
of,
add, I want to add something to what you're saying, because I literally have a client like that. He reached out to me and he said, "Can you help me go to 10K?" And I
yeah,
said, "It depends." He said, "So you can't?" I said, "I can, but what is your business? How is it right now?" And so I did an audit of his business, and I found that his foundations were terrible, like terrible. And I said, "We have two options. I can take you to 10K. We can start process and take you to 50, sorry, 15. It was 15K. I can take you to 15K right now, but I tell you, in 3 months, your business is over because you're going to
mm,
collapse.
yeah,
Or we can fix your foundation and then rebuild your business from that, and then you'll go to the 15K." Here's the funny thing. He said no. He said, "Then I'm not going to work with you." I said, "Okay, fine. Come back when you're ready." A month after, he reaches me out because his business crashed to zero, and he tried to rebuild it using the wrong pattern that people taught him, and it wasn't working anymore.
yeah,
And now we had to rebuild everything from scratch. And as he was building the stuff, I promise you, I kid you not, 2 weeks ago, he said, "Thank God you didn't show me how to go to 10K." Guys, how many problems I would have had if I had to manage 50, sorry, not 10K, 15K of business with with that foundation that was not solid enough.
yeah, yeah. And that's the third point. People that are selling you magic act, with like crazy ways to do things, blue pills, and all these things. No, most of the good coach will work on principle, on foundations, and only after on a system to get this foundation working and getting you to a result. So
Yeah.
if you want to spot a potentially bad coach, because some of them are just not good with marketing, they try to do it, but they, like, it's not, they're not bad, but they try and they don't succeed to do it the good way. But first thing, what is he promises you? Like, is the promise is telling you is like reachable, or is it kind of crazy and you're like, oh, that would be amazing? Yeah, but too good to be true, maybe.
Mm.
So the first thing is, what does it tell you that it's gonna help you reach? The second thing is, how is he gonna work with you on your foundation, on principles? Is he gonna help you rebuild yourself, build yourself to a best people, a better people, a better business, a better husband, a better father, whatever? Or is he selling you a magic act to do it? If it's a magic act, bye bye. or keep investigating if you're curious. And the third thing is like during the call, is he listening or is he talking? Is he asking or is he telling? Because some coaches are telling you your truth like they know it yourself better than you. Because but I already work with someone like you, and I know that at the bottom of yourself you think that no, I don't. Don't tell me what I'm thinking. And if he tries to force the cell to push the cell, most of the time these three things are a good indicator that either it's bad or is inexperienced and he needs to keep working on a lot of things before being able to coach at the high level.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're so spot on. And I want to add to that. You previously you talked about LeBron James, the NBA player.
Yeah.
And when you look at what his coach are doing with him, they are they are teaching him how to grow so that he can achieve stuff.
Yeah.
And and a lot of the mistakes I've seen in this mentorship coaching game is that people pay for someone to get them to the destination things. So they say they give you everything, you make the money, but fundamentally you don't know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
It's like the difference of I'm going to pay someone to drive me to the airport as opposed to someone to teach me how to drive so I can drive everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, and that's not a bad thing.
No.
Just it should be a choice. Like, do you want to be coach or do you want to externalize? If you want to externalize, you don't want to learn how to drive. Like,
Yeah.
to take an Uber, take whatever you want. We don't care. But if you want to learn how to do it, you have to really know that the person is helping you to grow. We were talking about game. When you play a game, you win XP, don't experience points.
Experience. Yeah.
So you can choose the stats that you're gonna grow. But first, you need to grow in experience. And in life, that's the same thing. You need to win, you need to lose, you need to experiment things so you can gain experience. And this experience will allow you to grow your business, grow your marriage, grow your parenting, grow whatever you want. But you need to grow as a person first. And your business need to grow as a business first. And then you can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. I fully agree with that. Um, I want to sort of pivot a little bit. I have a really short question for you. I would like you to complete the life is too short to something.
Okay. Um, Life is too short to not go on an adventure. Like,
Okay. Life is too short not to go on an adventure. I love this. Believe it or not, already 50 minutes that we're talking. Time just
yeah,
time just disappeared.
true.
So I want to give you the last minutes to tell us what you do and how can people work with you.
Okay, so to put it simply, really simply, most of people, entrepreneurs, people mostly, but also other people want to get to the destination. We told it. So I help you get your business to the next level. That's the first thing. But
Mhm.
the important thing is how I'm doing it. There's no magic act. There's no blue pill. There's no potion. We're working on your limiting beliefs, like if you're not trusting yourself, if you got fears that are unresolved, if you a lot of things, and we're building a system that is adapted to you, that is personalized for you, custom for you. So that's the two things: limiting beliefs, so we can become the person you need to be to get out this business and not get it crumbling, and the system, so you can have the predictability to really have something stable and to get peace of mind. And to work with me, it's kind of simple, but not that much. You have to reach out. We have to talk a little bit. You have to tell me about your problem, how urgent it is. We have to talk a little bit about yourself, and I have to know if we vibe, if we're vibrating
Yeah,
enough to work
that one.
together. Because I can help a lot of people, but I don't want to work with everyone. And a lot of people can help you, but you don't want to work with anyone either. So you got your freedom of choice. I got mine. So the best thing we can do, if you want to get your business to the next level, if you want to crush limiting beliefs, if you want to create a system customized for you, is to reach out. We talk a little bit. I don't try to sell you anything at first. We talk. If we match, you know, we go further and we talk a little bit, like, are we gonna do this anyway? Nah, 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 nah. All the conversation going and all this stuff.
I love it. So you heard that, people. Don't try to send him Cash App
Nah.
or Zelma. Gonna work. You need to pass the test. You need to pass the test. That's how the sensei works. No, but
Yeah, yeah,
that's honest, because I call them the gurus. The gurus will accept anyone.
yeah. Yeah, and that's for yourself too, because maybe you saw me for an hour, so you know if you like my personality or not. But maybe you won't like the way I'm talking to you in one. Like, maybe you will think I'm a little too friendly, or I'm a little too, like, I don't know, pushy or X, or I don't know. I'm not. I'm friendly a lot, but you know, I don't know how you will feel about me, and I don't know how I will feel about you. And I'm coaching you. So that means, like I used to say to all my coaches, like all my students and all these things, I like you, because to be able to take time to answer to you, like whenever you need it, I need to like you at least a little bit, because if I don't, I'm like, him again.
French words. Beep beep beep.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to him, and you don't want this
Yeah.
kind of relation with your coach. Like, it's like, no, that's amazing. I got a message from him. Oh, damn, you got a problem. So how we gonna resolve it? Da 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 da. It's good. It must be exciting. It's an adventure. I won't take you if I don't like the person you are, and you don't
Yeah.
have to take me. You shouldn't take me if you don't like the person I am, even if I could bring you results. The human always goes before the business. A lot of people can get you to the same level, but not like me. So if you like my personality, the way of doing things, and all these things, we can talk. If you don't, no big deal. No hard feelings. Everything's all right. I gave you I gave you keys. Try them and go on with your adventure.
Excellent. I love this. So how can we send you the first message? So should we find you on LinkedIn?
Yeah, LinkedIn is my most active platform. So LinkedIn
Okay.
is good, right? It's
Okay.
like I work here, Eagle Sky. I think it's the same for, but I'm an intervenant on this event, so you can find me on the event page.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just look down for Eagle Sky, click, connect, send him a message, and see how we can do with this.
Yeah.
Eagle Sky, was a pleasure doing this hour.
Pleasure shared. I really loved it. Thank you to everyone, the people who watched, the people who commented, the people who were just present, even if we're doing something else, because it's eating time for some of you, because some of you are from Belgium and all these things. But thank you, everyone who stayed until the end. And I can't wait to talk with some of you and to discover some of you. So thank you to Riley for the invitation. That was amazing. You're an amazing host. So thank you very much.
Excellent. We could have continued for hours. People are still joining. Just to let you know, people are still joining on X and LinkedIn. More and more people are joining. Unfortunately, we have to stop because we have to respect everyone's
True.
time. If you want us to do this again with Eagle Sky, send me a message, send me a DM, or send him a DM if you want an episode 2 of the thing. If we want us to talk something a bit more specific about what he's doing, like a particular aspect, let us know in the comments. Let's continue this conversation offline. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining the podcast. And remember, life is too short not to go on adventure. Take care.
Take care.